Good evening, but I wanted to welcome everyone. I'm Savi's dad, Peter. If I haven't met you, I think I've met everyone. But we wanted to just welcome everyone tonight. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to Mark Haslip's 48th birthday party, which is why we gathered tonight. I hate to tell you, Mark, that is not why we did this. But happy birthday anyway. Let's sing real quick though, because it is his birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Mark. Happy birthday to you. So Andrea, son to Bill to Mark. He's got it covered tonight. So actually, as you know, the real reason we're here is to celebrate the marriage of Savi and Corey, and we could not be happier for this day. And I could not be less enjoying having to speak, but Darren will clean up after me and fix anything I mess up, I'm sure. But the first time we met Corey, he walked into the house. There was just a good feeling. You could tell that he was a good man, and we liked that. And what we really liked is we met Corey just briefly on their first date, I think, first official date. He came to pick her up, and I don't think we saw you after that until a while later. But Savi kept telling us, she's like, it's like we're the same person, and we're like, okay, physically they're definitely very different. And we didn't really understand what she meant. We thought she was just kind of, being silly. But then as we started to spend time with them together, we're like, oh, they really are really, really compatible and really good together, better together. And they're just great. And we really loved Corey. I don't know, I fought it hard, but Darren turned me to country music after about 20 years of trying. So, and there's a song that he's talking about his plans, and he says, I asked her mama for permission and her daddy for her hand. And that line always, because Savi calls me daddy, or daddy boo. and Corey asked us together. And really, that's the way it works around here, because, getting the mom's buy off is critical. And Corey checked that box, from day one, and checked all the boxes I had. So we are just thrilled for this day, thrilled that they have been sealed, and thrilled that the family has grown now with the Murphy clan. I always wanted brothers. I have brothers, but there are 11 kids in my family, and I'm at the beginning, the only boy. I grew up with 7 sisters, and then I got some brothers much later, and I always wanted brothers. So Corey comes from a family of five boys, no girls. So that's pretty awesome, and we love that. So I'm done, but thank you again for coming. And Darren's got a couple things to say, and then the Murphys, Jeff and Karen. Thank you for such a great son, and thank you for making this possible. And I think they'll share a couple of quick words, and food's coming out. So, and we've got lots more going on. So don't leave. But so keep eating too while we're talking. Okay, thank you.
Well, I don't know about how it was for Savi, but for me, it was love at first sight for Corey. I fell hard for him. Pete already mentioned that he came over to the home to pick her up, and I don't think he knew that the night that he would be picking her up for the first time, he'd be meeting her mom, her dad, and her grandma. And we were all there just eager for him to come in. And when he got there, he walked through the door and in his humble and confident way shook Pete's hand, gave me a hug, and then almost literally bent in half to give Grandma a hug. And when he left, we were all just like, oh, I hope it's him. And we hoped every day for that until they got engaged, and sure enough, here it is. But life has been so rich with blessings and hard things for our sweet Savvy. And I mean, we almost lost her twice when she was growing up. Once to encephalitis when she was 9 years old, and then again she went code blue after surgery on her mission. And then she went through some hard things after that too. But those things have refined her, and through them all, she has just come so much closer to her Lord and to her Savior, and her love has just deepened for them, and so has her faith. And it was in that place that she met Corey. Corey, who was there, so close to the Lord, just waiting for Savvy to appear. And she did. And here they are. And you know you love someone when you get emotional just thinking about them. And that's how we feel about Corey, for our dear, precious Savvy. So welcome, Corey. And we love you. And yeah, enjoy your dinner. You don't need to sit and watch us while we speak. Just if your food's here, eat. All right? Can't thank you enough for being here. We love you all so much. And the fact that you're here is a testament to how much Savvy and Corey love you too. So anyway, thanks.
You know the first thing I said after I met you? Man, he takes up a lot of space.
My husband's making me go first, so you know I'll be emotional too, Darren. It's just we're gonna do what happens. The fact that Darren and Karen rhyme, I think, is also a really good sign. And the first time we ever spoke to each other was on the phone. And how can you possibly love someone so quickly and feel like you're such good friends so fast? And that's also just another tender little mercy from this whole thing. But Corey was not always perfect. He's pretty great now, but he was a pretty rough little kid. And but he is really strong in spirit, and I think even every one of his brothers would, all of us know that Corey is just a big teddy bear who is a wonderful person and cares about people. And we prayed and fasted for a long, long time for a wonderful girl that could be his partner. And when they started dating, when he had dated a few girls before, and you know, man, whatever. We weren't, but we had to keep our mouths shut, right, Cor? Couldn't say anything, and he started dating Savvy, and we were trying to not be too excited because he didn't like us to say anything ever. And so one day he called me up and he said, "Mom, Savvy wants to know what my skeletons are." and she's like, "Okay, you cannot be real. There's something wrong with you. You've got to tell me." And he's like, I don't even know what to tell her. I said, "Okay, you've got to tell her, first of all, that you don't like dressing in Halloween costumes." He hates it. He wouldn't even in elementary school. He hated it. He would just never did it. And you need to tell her that you like ice cream way too much. And other than that, I can't think of anything else that are skeletons. That was about it. So as long as Savvy knows those two things, she's going to be okay. But we have fasted and prayed hard and long for this beautiful girl who is now our daughter in every way, just as our other girls have become our daughters. We love them all as if, well, I'm grateful I didn't have to raise them as teenagers, but I'm really grateful that we have these beautiful girls in our lives. And welcome, my daughter. We are so grateful and so happy.
Keep eating. I'm sorry, another talk to listen to, but I won't take long. Just all that's been said is so true. We have been greatly blessed, Karen and I, with 4 amazing boys. 5. He's off work today. One's on a mission in Washington, D.C., and we're a little brokenhearted. He wasn't able to get a hold of us tonight. But we have 5 boys. They're all big, monster, handsome, good-looking people. I always tell people that my sons inherited their looks from me because their mother still has hers. So it must have been me then, I guess. But we are so grateful for these honorable and amazing men that have been sent to us. We're grateful that the Lord sent these noble men to us. We hope we didn't do anything to ruin them, but they came down from heaven just amazing. And the thing that's made it so great is that they have chosen these amazing girls. The richest blessing I could have ever asked for is to have these 4 girls now that I can call daughters. I treasure the fact that they call me dad. I treasure the fact that they treat me like their dad. And I promise, and I have promised them individually that, and I just did to Savvy, that I will treat her like her father, like as if I were her earthly father. Because we fell in love with Savvy immediately. We even told Corey jokingly, of course, but we told him if this doesn't work out, we're dumping you and we're keeping Savvy. But we're grateful it worked out, so we get to keep Corey then. We would have kept Savvy anyway. But it's so fun to see the kid. Corey's the middle boy. He's the sweet stuff in the middle of the Oreo cookie. And Corey he's a big hulk of a man. We call him Zeus for fun sometimes, but it's fun to see this little teeny Savvy just yanking around by the nose hairs. It's great. We love it. We know he is whooped because she controls him, and we're so grateful for that. But we are, again, just so grateful. We fasted and prayed mightily for this boy to find the right girl. Corey's always had no problem getting a date, but he one time in tears and frustration said to me, Dad, he goes, I could get married tomorrow. He goes, but I got to find the right one. And we are so grateful that he did. He found the right one. And we are so grateful today for that wonderful blessing in our lives. And we wish Corey, you, and Savvy the best. We can't wait. They're going to have the cutest kids. All our grandkids are the cutest in the world, but we can't wait to see their kids. But we wish you well and send you off with our love. We'll always be there for you. And again, we're wonderful that our family's expanded and we get to have these wonderful new friends, Pete and Darren, with us as well. We're excited to see the future fun we'll have with them. But thank you for being here tonight. I'd like to thank Pete and Darren for this beautiful venue to come and have this wonderful dinner with all of you. Thank you.
All right, eat up, and more to come. Thanks.